Let me say this right now. Discipline isn't just a habit. It's like becoming a whole new person. You keep thinking you need more motivation? Nah. What you really need is to say goodbye to the version of you that keeps making excuses. That voice in your head that says, "You've done enough today. Just rest. You can start tomorrow." Yeah, that voice is holding you back. Until you shut that voice down, you'll never see what you're really capable of. You'll never meet the stronger, tougher version of you that's waiting on the other side of the struggle. So get ready. This isn't about feeling good. It's about letting go of who you were and stepping into who you're meant to be.
I recently discovered one of the most underrated content styles on YouTube, stick figure videos that are quietly pulling in massive numbers with nothing but simple drawings, text, and emotional storytelling. One channel uploaded a basic stick figure video just 2 months ago, and it's already sitting at over 432,000 views. Another channel, with only 49 uploads, has gained more than 53,000 subscribers. And the most insane example, a brand new channel posted a single video just 1 month ago, and that one video has already crossed 2.8 million views. No face cam, no voice, no fancy editing, just minimal visuals and a strong message. These videos may look simple, but they hit hard, and they're quietly dominating the algorithm. I tried the exact same format myself, and within a day, my video was picking up views faster than anything I'd posted before. So yeah, this method works. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do it. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to create this kind of content in your own style, with your own message. I'll walk you through the exact process I use, from coming up with the idea, to writing the script, generating the visuals, finding the perfect voiceover for this style of content, and editing everything together. First, I want to say this. If you've seen other tutorials, most videos and gurus out there will tell you to use Canva to create videos like this. However, this approach can lead to many issues and isn't practical. Let me explain why. When using Canva, you'll be limited in finding stick figures. I've tried searching myself, and the options are quite restricted. This means you'll likely end up using the same stick figures as other creators, making it hard for your channel to stand out. Another option is stick figure bundles. After a few searches, I found some decent ones, but each bundle only has 15 to 25 models, which isn't enough if you want to create a lot of content for your YouTube channel. You'll also spend a significant amount of time searching for assets, and creating content with these resources will be time-consuming. Even with simple animations, I quickly realized it still takes too long. But in this video, I'll solve these problems for you. Generating these images can be easily automated. While many of my other videos advise against using YouTube automation, I can confidently say that if done correctly, it can reduce your workload by up to 70%. I may make a video soon on how to set up effective YouTube automation. For now though, let's start with doing it manually. Next, before we jump into the steps of creating these videos, I want to get into practice and review a few things with you. Let's take a quick look at a channel called the Toothpick Guys. Right now, they've got 7 videos and 9 subscribers. We're going to watch a short clip from one of their videos.
Have you ever thought about giving up? Those days when everything seems to go wrong, when you look ahead and see no way out. It feels like nothing is working. But what if I told you that you're closer than you think? Yes, much closer.
And right away, you'll probably notice a few issues. First off, the channel uses constant motion effects. And honestly, that goes against what this kind of video format is supposed to do. Stick figure content works best when it's calm and steady, not packed with fast transitions and too much movement. Then there's the script and the voiceover. And to be honest, it just didn't hold my attention. The pacing was off, the energy was flat, and there wasn't really anything that made me want to keep watching, let alone like or subscribe. The voice felt too small, too dull, and it just didn't carry the message. But to be fair, there are some good things about the channel too. One thing I really like is the consistent visual style. They've stuck with 2 main colors, black and green, which helps give their content a recognizable look. That kind of visual identity is super helpful if you want to stand out and build a brand over time. Now, let's talk numbers for a second. 7 videos, 9 subscribers, just over 300 total views. And here's the thing. The low views are not just because of the content itself. There are a lot of other factors at play, and I won't go too deep into that in this video. What I do want to say is this: if you really want your channel to grow, you've got to start analyzing your competition. Look at channels like Wise Joe or Productive Peter. Ask yourself why they went viral. What did they do differently? What makes people click on their videos and stay? Because the truth is, creators like them aren't just getting lucky. They've been doing this for a while. They know what they're doing. And if you study them closely, you can absolutely do the same thing. I can finalize this stick figure videos don't go viral because they look cool. They go viral because they feel real. The drawings are simple, sure, but that's what makes them relatable. In a feed full of fast edits, loud music, and crazy effects, these videos feel calm. They stand out by doing less. There's no distraction, just a voice, a message, and a few simple visuals to guide the story. And that's what keeps people watching. It doesn't need to be complicated. When the message is clear and the emotion is real, even the most basic video can hit hard. That's the beauty of this format. It works not because it tries too hard, but because it keeps things simple. Alright, I think that's more than enough for what I wanted to share with you about making these kinds of videos. Now, let's jump into the first and most important part of the process, scripting. And the best tool I use to speed this up, of course, is ChatGPT. Here's exactly how I do it. First, I open ChatGPT and drop in a simple prompt like this. Give me 15 long-form YouTube video ideas that would work well with stick figure animation. The tone should be emotional, calm, and relatable. Focus on topics like overthinking, life lessons, self-doubt, motivation, or reflection. You'll get a bunch of solid options. First, I want to review the results, and as you can see, the title is quite generic and doesn't really make me feel like ChatGPT is providing a good result. I then continued with the following prompt in the same thread. Make them more personal and story-based. Include subtle emotional twists. Focus on things people think about but don't talk about. After waiting for a moment, once ChatGPT generated the results, you can see there was a significant difference. The day I realized I was overthinking everything is a very good one. Other results are also quite solid, like the day I stopped trying to be perfect, which is definitely a topic you can choose for your video. After a few minutes, I decided to choose my topic, when I stopped apologizing for existing. It's compelling enough to grab the audience's attention. Next, I used this prompt to generate the script for that topic. Write a long-form YouTube script for the title, When I Stopped Apologizing for Existing. Use a calm, emotional, and reflective tone. Structure it like a story. Keep the sentences short and easy to follow. After a few seconds, ChatGPT generated a full script. At first glance, it seemed decent, but as I read through it, I noticed a few issues. Some parts were too flat, and others sounded a bit robotic. So I continued the conversation with another prompt. Write a script in a casual, conversational, and humorous style. Start with a relatable, everyday scenario that everyone has experienced, but don't always talk about, like procrastination, distractions, or self-doubt. Inject humor by exaggerating the situation for comedic effect. Use self-deprecating humor to admit something relatable, then take the scenario to an absurd conclusion. Finally, wrap up with a realization or light-hearted shift that's both funny and insightful. The tone should feel like you're talking to a friend, and the flow should be fast with quick, punchy sentences. I guarantee that you won't find a prompt like this in other tutorials. With this prompt, you'll get a nearly perfect script without needing to spend any time or effort editing it. My job now is to review the results once again, and as you can see, the script is of pretty good quality. Next, I'll guide you on how to create stick figure images to illustrate each part with precision, without having to brainstorm or do much editing. To create the images, I still use ChatGPT. As you can see, by using ChatGPT, I can easily generate images exactly based on the script. The quality of the images created is very good. All you need to do is ask ChatGPT to generate prompts for creating images based on the script you provide. Once ChatGPT creates all the prompts, you can use them to generate the images. Next, notice that each prompt I ask for comes with a description from the script. Initially, ChatGPT will use the long script, and with that, I can only create one image for that script. This could make the video very boring, so I created a simpler prompt like this. Generate more prompts, each illustrating a small part of the script with just a phrase, so I can easily use them for video editing. ChatGPT will generate prompts for each short segment of the script. This way, you'll have more prompts and, of course, more images to choose from. Then, I also asked ChatGPT, generate image when I just put the script like this. This is the work. This way, when I input a segment of the script, ChatGPT will immediately create an image for it. By doing this, I've been able to generate many images precisely aligned with each script. As you can see, this process can be fully automated by creating a small Python script. After that, you can generate all the prompts and images for your stick figure animation video without doing it manually. Since this is just a tutorial video, I've generated the images manually. But if I were to run a channel with this niche, I would definitely use this script. Next, if you want to style your stick figures, you can easily do that by asking ChatGPT to generate them for you. These images are entirely created by ChatGPT when I request specific styles. Alright, now I'll guide you on how to use voiceovers. The voice I found is very similar to the one used by Wise Joe. I use ElevenLabs for voiceovers, as usual. In this video, I'll walk you through the steps to find and test voiceovers on the ElevenLabs platform. On ElevenLabs, go to Text-to-Speech. On the right, click on Voice. Here, you'll see two types, professional and default. Based on my experience, the default voice will always give better quality, but there are fewer options. First, I want to try finding a voice for my stick figure channel using the professional option. To do this, go to Voices, then select the library for this category. Of course, I'll choose narrative, the language is English, and for gender, I'll choose male. You can add more filters for age if needed, but for me, this is sufficient. Okay, now let's try a few voices and I'll review them for you. Let's check Peter's voice.
Jackson not only sounds great, he also communicates with feeling and intelligence.
At first listen, you might notice that it's not quite the best fit. His voice sounds older, but for the topic we're covering, we need something more youthful. Let's check Ryan Kirk's voice.
With everything going on in the world, hearing a smooth voice like mine could make it a tiny bit better.
I think it's okay, but the voice is a bit fast. I kept looking and found Brian K's voice, which sounds pretty good, and you can try it too.
Hi, I'm Brian. I'm a Gemini. I don't like long walks on the beach or pina coladas.
Matt's voice is also a solid choice.
Experience storytelling like never before with our rich, engaging voice. Perfect for audiobooks, podcasts, and more.
Next, to test the default voice, I'll go back to text-to-speech. Let's check a few voices and test them for you.
Our distrust is very expensive.
One today is worth two tomorrows.
There is no greater.
There's power in looking silly and not caring that you do.
As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically.
Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none.
A single rose can be my garden, a single friend my world.
Now, let's try Chris's voice. At first, it might not sound very special, but when I use it with my script, it's a whole different story. I copied the script from ChatGPT for the topic "When I Stopped Apologizing for Existing" and pasted it into ElevenLabs. Let's listen to it.
You ever sit down to do something important? Like really important, right? Like you've got a deadline, a project, or something that requires all your brain power. And then 12 minutes later, you're deep in a YouTube rabbit hole titled, "How Shrimp See the World." Yeah, me too. And I'm not proud to admit this, but I've watched more videos about how to fold fitted sheets than I've actually folded fitted sheets in my life.
Very beautiful voice, right? And this is the same voice that Wise Joe used to grow his stick figure animation channel to 54,000 subscribers in just over 3 months. This voice really creates a strong hook and is the key to the success of his channel. Now, we've got the script, images, and voiceover. The final important step is to see how I use CapCut to create the perfect video, just like the one at the beginning of the video. Alright, here's my entire CapCut project. I'll explain and demo each part as quickly and thoroughly as possible. It's not difficult at all. First, of course, you'll import all the voiceovers and images into the project, as you can see here. These images were created by me using Leonardo AI, with prompts generated by ChatGPT in 2 styles, 3D and drawing. When using Leonardo AI to generate images, I noticed an issue. The images created are not consistent. Even with the same prompt, you can get 2 completely different images. This makes it really difficult to keep a consistent style for my channel. Of course, it's still possible, but it requires much more effort. As you can see, the 3D images are pretty good, and they could be an idea for your channel. These are the images I generated with ChatGPT, and all of them need to be imported into the current project. Next, looking below, I arranged everything into 6 layers. The first layer is for captions at the top. The second layer is for text if I need to add emphasis on a scene. Then there are 2 image layers to create effects. As you can see here, this part is quite easy. You just need to duplicate the original image, then crop it into 2 or 3 parts. depending on your preference, and arrange them neatly. The fifth layer is for the background. Why is there a background layer? The reason is that ChatGPT doesn't generate images in a 16:9 ratio. It only creates 3:2 images, which doesn't fit the screen. So to make it full screen, I simply create a background with the same color as the image. To do this, create any text, then in the preset style, select this style. In the text section, just type a space and adjust the size to cover the entire screen. Then, scroll down to the background color section, click on the pencil icon, and pick a point on the image. As a result, we will have a 16:9 image with a consistent color. You just need to repeat this for the other images. There's a quicker way, but for this tutorial, I'll stop at doing it manually like this. The final layer, of course, is the voiceover. For this type of video, I won't use background music because it's not effective and will add extra effort on your part. The rest is about arranging the images to match the voiceover. Alright, I think that's enough for today's video. I'll conclude this stick figure animation tutorial by combining ChatGPT, ElevenLabs, and CapCut without using Canva. Like in every video, create something different if you want to succeed and grow with each video you make. You don't need much, just quality and adding your value, and the audience will understand that. If you have any questions or need support, check out my community to work with me. I'll support you as much as I can. Thank you for watching the video. Like and share if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video.